Math 3, Unit 1 Study Guide, Error Analysis. So we have a hamster here, his name is Bob Squeaker, wants to open a hot dog stand outside the Golden One Center. He has the following components of his business figured out. The cost of all the stuff he needs to make hot dogs is given by 2 times x squared plus 2x plus 100, where x is money in hamster bucks. The revenue he makes from selling the hot dogs is given by 3x squared plus 5x, where x is money in hamster bucks. All that being said, Bob believes he can sell 40 hot dogs and make a nice profit. So this is going to come back a little bit later. So we're looking at 40 hot dogs is where he believes he can make a profit. But he wants to be sure. That's why he's hired you to be sure he makes sure. That's a lot of sures. That's why he hired you to make sure he's correct. Bob wants you to build a profit function for him and use it to make your decision from that. So good luck and don't get fired. So first thing we need to do, we need to figure out how to calculate profit. So profit is when we take the revenue, I'll write this up here, subtract away the cost, and whatever that ends up being, we consider that our profit. Okay. And if you're in business, you want to make sure that you have positive profits because that means that you're making money. So let's first figure out what our profit function will be. So let's take our revenue. Here's our revenue. 3x squared plus 5x. I'll put this in parentheses. And we need to subtract away the cost, and the cost is here. And if we simplify this out before we write it down there, this is 2x squared plus 4x plus 200. So we just distributed that 2 inside. So this is going to equal our profit. So let's simplify. We have a minus sign here. We need to make sure that we are distributing this to all three terms. First parenthesis gets rewritten without parentheses. So 2x squared plus 5x minus 2x squared minus 4x and then minus 200. Let's go on to collect our like terms. 2 is our highest exponent. There's our 2x squareds. 3x squared minus 2x squared gives us 1x squared. So we have x squared. Then we look for our x's. We have 5x minus 4x. That's plus x. And then this minus 200 is all by its lonely self. We attach on the minus 200. So this is going to equal our profit. Right? So this is going to equal x squared plus x minus 200. This is our function for the profit. So remember that then we're going to go back to what Bob made the statement of. So Bob made the statement that he can sell 40 hot dogs and make a nice profit, but he wants to be sure. So next thing we got to do, we got to plug in this 40 to check to see what our profit is going to be. So if we plug in 40, we have 40 squared plus 40 minus 200. So when we simplify this out, again, order of operations, you got to do your exponents first. 40 times 40 gives us 1,600 plus 40 minus 200. His profit is $1,400. So now it's the time to determine, is it profitable for Bob Squeaker to sell 40 hot dogs? So if he's selling 40 hot dogs, he's making $1,440. That's a ridiculous amount. He is on to probably the greatest business venture of all time.